this the final people being accounted for? The arrivals tonight?
They certainly are. Now I will have everyone moved on to be processed with suitable people. Some will go to be trained in combat, while others will be prepared for other duties. Now, before he gets to continue, the scribe will pull the sergeant aside and whisper something to him, which causes sergeant to roll his eyes and sigh heavily. Well, it appears that we have reached our capacity for now, for the night. So I'm going to have you lot stick together and then be processed in the morning.
Well, that is excellent. The master of the lodge, however, wishes to meet these quite interesting people.
The sergeant looks on in thought. I don't think I can hand them over just yet, but I'll have to talk it over with my commander. In the meanwhile, he looks
Certain the
behind
Baron
him
will
and
be appreciative of your hasty action, Sergeant.
I promise I'll get to it as soon as possible. But yeah, he looks behind him and calls out Trooper Glebs. And leaning against one of the carts that just arrived, that's being unloaded, is a soldier who let's see, who's leaning against it and taking a swig from his flask that he hurriedly then stows away in his person, and responds such, and clearly having got, the sergeant quickly gives him a dress down that I will not immediately recreate, but there is a certain amount of explicit whatever.
Logic car things.
Yes. And threats of violence. But eventually the sergeant manages to reach the end of his tirade and orders Trooper Glebs to escort you about for an hour or so until he can arrange you to be released for tonight. Klebs is your typical looking trooper, though he looks a little more haggard than the others. You might have the idea that he's not one for discipline. As the scribe and the sergeant leave on and disappear into the camp, Klebs looks surlily towards you and tells you, all right, you lot. Our time together won't be long, but let's not cause any trouble to each other, right?
Lawrence will tag along with others.
Yeah. Learning this, Klebs will, what's the word? Shrug his shoulders. I do what you wish. Not the skin off me back. I'll have to take care of some things, but so everyone stick to me. And he will take you on about the camp, unless there's something else you want to absolutely do.
No, I'd be content with enjoying the visage of the camp.
Yeah,
They're
we should.
clearly tempted by the idea of trying to find an excuse to go elsewhere, but
Mm-hmm.
getting the lay of the land wins out.
Indeed, fair enough. Yes, as you head out deeper into the camp, you notice that there's a quite mix of different sort of troops. There are several Empire handgunners, soldiers with halberds and spears, even a couple great cannons have been lined up next to the lodge itself. Mingled with the troops are civilians, refugees, incapable of fighting, women and children. In fact, as you pass by, a group of children engrossed in some manner of play run by you, and one of them actually lags behind and stops, looks at Clara, who is effectively a giant compared to the child, and sort of shyly waves at her.
Clara's gonna give the child, for all that she was mouthing off and surly at the soldiers, Clara's gonna give the child a rather actually quite dazzling smile, a very bright and cheerful one, and just give him a little wave, and then rummage in her pocket for a moment and pull out, a grubby kind of really beaten up copper coin and flick it over to him.
So many lost and desperate people. All those precious supplies.
Indeed. Clearly surprised by the gift from Clara, the child holds it in both of his hand, in both of their hands, and smiles at her and sprints off after the rest of the children.
Yeah, poor little muffins. They're gonna be dead in a week.
Very
May their-
likely.
May their death be peaceful.
Right. First stop that Klebs takes you is at the what is this? The by a campfire where a cauldron of stew is being stirred by a woman, seemingly a slightly better off woman than most of her kind, but clearly not one of the refugees that have arrived here previously. Klebs, without a word, proceeds to grab a bowl next to the fire and grabs a heap of the stew from the cauldron and sits down to eat. He doesn't indicate to any of you to join him.
Well, Horace will grab something to eat as well.
Yeah, you should never give up a chance to eat, because you never know when you're gonna get to eat again. So
Indeed.
Clara's just gonna go and kind of help herself as well.
Yes. Yes, as you approach, the woman stirring the pot will grab a bowl and fill it up and hand it over to anyone who asks for one.
Us will take one. All he's really had is bread and rations on the way here, and anything that isn't reminding him of stale bread is Appreciated.
And then he looks in the bowl and it's stale bread slop.
It's bread stew. Yeah.
Is at least wet bread.
Then it's wet stale bread. That's even better.
Yeah.
Peter goes token. Yes, but as you sit down to eat, the woman will look you over and ask, "You just came with the recent supplies? Have you heard any additional troops arriving with you or soon behind you?"
None, I'm afraid I could say. I'm not. It was just us and whatever supplies that were arriving.
She appears a bit deflated from your news about no additional troops. Though you do not seem that she's afraid of there not being enough defenders. You think something else is weighing on her mind.
Ask what troubles you. It seems it's not just the various issues going on that seems to trouble you. Just
Well, sir, I had come here in search for my husband and the father of my child, but I have not found him despite having learned that he should be here fighting the ruinous powers. She whispers to the last part of her sentence.
Disciplinary not at that, but I imagine you might find him eventually if you search long enough.
I certainly hope so. He hasn't had a chance to meet his child yet, and if something were to happen to him, they would never had a chance to know each other. But thank you for telling me nonetheless.
See Faustus thinking about his next few words before just not saying whatever's on his mind at the moment. Before he'll nod, it's like, there has not been much fighting heard, so it is far more likely that you will find him at least. Hopefully before the fighting begins.
She will nod. The supper will proceed otherwise uneventfully, unless you would like to ask or say anything else.
Only thing Katya's gonna do is compliment the woman for her delicious bread soup.
Thank you kindly. It's a bit lean, but I do what I can.
Now everyone's received payment for entering into the service. There's no backing out now.
Yes, your
You got
payment.
paid?
We got paid in
Yes,
food.
with food.
Food. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
You know what? I believe that. It's like, wait, what payment?
You
Nice.
wanted
The one
money?
who just ate.
You wanted money? This is a war camp. You get food. And maybe a hard,
I was very
muddy
confused
spot.
about hearing payment. It's like, wait, what? We're getting paid?
Yeah, we just did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, when just about when